When talking about the pole reversal, I think we are ignoring that most things start on a non physical level before they become physical. And there's a reason why the pole reversal with conversation has been so big over the last 2 years. Not that it hasn't always been a thing, it's just been very big over the last 2 years specifically. I think what is finally happening on a non physical level is the complete reversal of whatever cycle we were in. I think that a lot of people who were meant to be on the top of the wheel had their wheel spun and they ended up on the bottom. It only takes one wrong move to end up in a negative cycle. And there is no way out of that cycle but through it, to learn the lessons, to integrate the energy, to do what you need to do. And however long that cycle is depends on what the lesson was. What test did you fail? And with that, a lot of the people who were at the bottom of the wheel, when they should have been at the top of the wheel, the energy has finally clicked into place, or it is clicking into place by the end of this year. The energy has been integrated, the lessons have been learned, and these people get to take their rightful place on the top of the wheel, where their blessings flowing. I think what we experienced was this, a lot of people were tricked out of their spot. And that's why spirituality had to go so mainstream over the last 2 years. Again, there's this emphasis on the last 2 years. It had to go mainstream so more people were able to recognize what was happening to them. There could be no interference, but there could be shared knowledge. What was up must go down, and what was up is going to sink to the bottom. There are a lot of people who made it their mission to do good, to be kind, to show up as they would want others to show up for them. These are the people who have integrated their lessons, who have learned, and likely through this intense cycle that the collective has been in. A large chunk of the people who were at the top of the wheel during this last cycle, first of all, they weren't supposed to be there. These are people who did not integrate lessons, who did not learn. And with that, it almost appears like they are going to have to deal double for their troubles they caused to others while they were on the top of the wheel. I think we're already seeing this crumbling of certain things. You may be noticing certain people in your life going through hard times who have been able to skate by. It's just the beginning, and it's nowhere near done yet. They are in the cycle now. It is essentially locked in. The end of this month it's a pivotal time. You're only entering the man-made new year, but when the genuine real changes come, it's going to be in around March. But on an energetic level, this is already being set into place. Pieces have been moved, the maps have been loaded and given to their respective participants in this here game of life. And I do want to take this further. I got this download last night, and I really haven't been too tapped in lately. I've been on a roll. So it was an interesting download, and it really sunk in. And I'm going to further expand on it later as I can, as it comes back up for me. With that being said, it's almost as if this last cycle, however long it was, but the last 2 years specifically of that cycle were very important. It's coming to a close at the end of this month. There's going to be a very quick and swift change in the physical to accompany the changes that have set in place on a non-physical level. You can expect to see the people who have done harm be shown no mercy as they experience what they have dished out. And another important thing about this is a 9 year. This was a wrapping up year. This was their last chance, a lot of people's last chance to learn those lessons that they have been given ample time to implement. They have been given time to change. And they use their position at the top of the wheel to look down on others. So we're in for a ride. Next year is going to be a ride.